This small hatchet was given away free on account of lack of faith, claiming that it needs sharpening. In this video I'm going to look at it, see what it actually needs. Let's take it from the top. This is the original posting, and that's where it says small hatchet up for grabs, needs sharpening. I grabbed the small hatchet free of charge. I didn't think after looking at it it needs much sharpening. So let's take a look at the head. The head is looking like this. So definitely the head needs some kind of a sorting out. Looks like it hasn't been used much, but it's been used some, and it of course looks rusty, but that's fine. That's what sandpaper is for. Here is, I don't know, 320 grit, whatever. Should take care of it in seconds. Let's take a look at the edge. The edge looks straight and does not look whatsoever bent, chipped. I don't see metal displaced anywhere along its edge. I can see some pitting in the edge, but that's one thing. Nothing a small file can cure in seconds. So let's see what we can do with, maybe not 320, I don't know, what grit is this? This is, okay, 240. I don't know. Let's give it a try, see what happens. It doesn't need a whole lot of rust removal, because you can see the rust coming off it, because the friction will take care of the rust removal, the friction in splitting. Well, actually, this is a felling X, so there's not going to be a whole lot of splitting wood with this. You can see how narrow and very gently tapering it is. This is going to get stuck in anything in no time, because this is not a splitting X. A splitting X is much wider here, or whatever, tapers a lot more aggressively. Yeah, this is just not a splitting hatchet. It's that's why maybe they abandoned it. Possibly it was used wrong in a way. Its geometry just wouldn't allow it to be used. Let's see if I still have some air in this compressor here. Yeah, a little bit. Okay. So there's nothing majorly wrong with the edge. Obviously there are some low spots here, but I'm not trying to lap it or make it perfect, just remove most of the rust. Obviously those are low spots as well, but the edge here, you can see the light on it. It's pretty evenly lit here. There. That rust spot is a low spot in the X, and yeah, it doesn't need any kind of filing. This is good as is. It's sharp as is. Absolutely doesn't need any kind of sharpening. The little bit of rust removal helps with lowering the friction between whatever you're chopping through, the wood and the surface of the axe. This is, other than obviously the head needs fixing, so it needs an extra wedge or something driven into it, so this wax needs to be taken out, this wax plug or epoxy plug or whatever this is. But other than that, sharpening wise, it needs nothing. It's never been struck into pebble or concrete or any such thing. Well, perfect edge. So There's no need to give up on items just because probably it never worked for splitting because it's a it's a felling X-head design. So cutting branches off a log, yes. Splitting firewood, probably not so well. So this is how the uncoated surface looks like and the edge after I'm done with removing the rust to this degree. Same on the other side. And what it's doing in a bowl of water is, no, I'm not trying to make it rusty again. I am working with the handle here, trying to expand the wood fiber, say overnight or so, and see how that's going to improve the wobbly head situation. And then I'm going to take it for a test cut. And a day and a half later, no rust on the blade, a little bit of rust coming out of the X itself and is being deposited there, but it's minimal and easy to wipe off. So this much iron got dissolved from the exposed metal surface here, not too concerned about that. The edge is perfect on both sides, and very importantly the wood got soaked, so the head is now solid and is ready to be tested with a test cut. I'm ready to do my test cut after sharpening, so it's the same small hatchet with a felling grind to it, and this is some dead wood. It's just on the ground here, perfect to give it a try. Nice and clean shavings, beautiful clean cuts. Nice. Try not to cut into the rock here, that's right underneath. There. So the shavings are nice and clean, and the edge works exactly as expected to. So this is what's meant by, this is a felling X head or a felling grind. It's narrow for cross cutting. So if you try to use it for splitting wood, splitting a large log, it's just gonna get stuck in it repeatedly because it's not wide enough, not tapering wide enough to split and come free. If you drive it into a log along the grain of the wood, it's gonna get stuck every time. So this is meant for cross cutting, so perfect cross cuts like this. This is a felling hatchet. That's whatever, and that's its diameter, so works pretty fast and pretty efficiently.